Hey guys, welcome back to the video. As we have already seen how to create a line plot and box plot in the Seaborn library, let's try to understand how to create a bar plot. Now, what happens in our Seaborn and especially for the bar plot. So what happens actually in the matplotlib bar plot, you were having some categorical values like uh, suppose we have a fruits column in which we have a categorical value for oranges, for banana, for like other fruits like we can have mango. So what is typically happening? We have the count of it everywhere. So we can make a bar plot easily. Now the C-bond bar plot, it gives you some extra features that we are going to understand what the features that we are getting from the C-bond bar plot. Now, first of all, you need to import all the respected library. So we have already imported it and done everything. After that, I will just write, I will just create a plt.figure.figure size. I will create a figure size for it. plt.figure fig size is equal to, let's have a 5 comma 10. 5 comma 10 is good right now. And after that, we'll create our bar plot. Now here for creating bar plot, we just write sns dot bar plot, and here it takes two arguments. First is x data and y data set. In x, you will pass the x column. X column means let's pass it as a sex column. Let's pass it as a sex column, and in y will pass it as a survived, or right now let's pass survived here. Survived. Okay. Survived value. And data, will have a data is equal to data. So now this is our data. This is the x column. This is the y column we are passing. Let's create it. Now I hope you're seeing two plot here. Two plot here. Let's make it 10 by 5. That will be good. It's 5 by 10. It's not showing us a good graph. 10 by 5. Yeah. Now we're getting two pipes, in which in one pipe we have a male data, in another we have a female data, like two categories we have. Now let's try to understand what it actually means at the y-axis. So at y-axis, on the male data set, we are getting around the values below than 0.2, something 0.18 or 0.19 around. Now for the female data, we are getting the values around 0.75 if I'm not wrong. Now what are those values? What is actually it means? So basically, let's see our data, what it is actually doing in our bar plot, and what are the data we are getting at y-axis. That is the question. Here we are getting the values around 0.18 or 19, and here are we are getting the values around 0.75 and all that. Now let's go back to our data. Okay, first, filter it out. Let's try to filter it out with the sex column as a male category. Okay. So what we will write here, we have already done this kind of thing in our data pre-processing. So data or data analysis, not wrong. So data of sex double equal to male, and here will pass our data. Here will pass our data. Now you're getting around 577 rows as a male data. We are right now picking only male data. So we are getting those data. But what does this value actually means? We are not understanding. What does this mean? So the actual meaning of it, whatever the value you have in this survived column, 0 1 0 0 1, like that, it is taking the mean of it. It is taking the mean value, that means average value of it. Okay, this 0.18 or 19 around, it's nothing but it is the mean value or average value of the whole survived data as a male category. As a male category. Okay, I hope you are understanding. First, we have filtered it out with the male data. Now, whatever the value we have in the survived column, whatever the value we have in the survived column, we are going to take an average of it. Average of it. So I hope you have remember how we have taken the mean with the help of NumPy library into the data pre-processing part. So for doing that, I will just import NumPy as np, and after that I will pass np dot mean, and here we'll pass data of survived column, data of survived column. Yeah. Now we are getting 0.38 as a value. As we can see, we were expecting the values around 0.18. Now, why it's coming 0.38? Because the mean value that we are taking, it's just not for the male. It's included male and female. As you can see, we have applied the survived column and we are taking the mean of it. That's it we are doing. Now, what we have to do here, we have to filter it out with the male. After that, we have to take out the mean of it. Okay, so let's just copy this and store it in mail variable. Mail is equal to this. Before that, we have to run few things as expected. So let's just quickly run those things. Import matplotlib, this. After that, this training data we have run successfully everything. Now what we need to do here, we need to run it one more time. Yeah, we got that. Now we will pass mail as a data here. NP, importing NumPy also. Yeah, yeah. Now you can clearly see the mean value that I am getting here is 0.188. As we were expecting around the value that we are seeing for the male, it's around 0.188. Okay. Now let's similarly check for the female also. So for checking female, uh, we can write it like this: female is equal to data of data again of sex double equal to female. Now we will do np dot mean of female of survived. Okay, let's run it. And we are getting 0.74 as the value that we were expecting. Okay, now what happened in Cbond, what is happening in your Cbond library? First of all, it takes the value. First of all, whatever the value you are passing, let's see the data. The value that you are passing, suppose you are passing X as your sex column, then we have two categorical value here, that is male and female. So what it is doing, it is taking all the male data. First, it will take all the male data in one chunks. In other chunks, it is taking female as a data. Now, respective of male, whatever will be the Y data our right now, data we are taking as a survived column. So it will take all the survived value for the male. I'm talking about the male. After that, it is just taking the average of it. It is just taking the average of it, that is mean value, and it is plotting that. That's the thing. Same goes for the female. It takes female in the next chunk, take the Y value accordingly, do the average of every value, and plot the graph that we are getting here. So Cbond automatically takes the mean value of your y-axis, and the x value is like the categorical value that you will pass. So it will be working like that. Okay. So Cbond is working like that. After that, now we got this plot. But there is one thing. There is one thing I wanted to tell. Suppose let's copy this. paste it here. Now here, by default, Cbond is taking aggregation value as the mean, aggregation value as your mean value, but it can change it with different values also. It can change with different values also. How? So let's put just shift tab here and yeah, explore it one more. Okay, shift tab will do this. And here I'm seeing like there is lot of parameters taking estimator, order, hue, and border, and boots, lot of things that we will learn as we gradually makes more graphs out of it. Now you can say this estimator is equal to mean. Right now it's taking estimator is equal to mean. Okay, that's why it is giving you the mean value graph. Okay, mean value graph. But if you change the estimator is equal to any other aggregation value, it will be reflecting the changes according to that. How? Let's see that. We'll put it here. Estimator is equal to median. Let's try with median once. Now see, it is taking estimator it as a median. Now for the male, what it happening? It is getting 0 as a median value. Okay, and the female it is getting 1 as a value. So that you can change and you can play with it and you can make the graph accordingly. Estimator you can change with the count also and all other things. Okay, so that was all about our graphical representation of the bar plot in the Seaborn. And in the next, we are going to look for another things. Thank you.